Welcome 7th graders to your first math video lesson of the school year. Today we're going to be doing section 6.2, comparing and ordering integers. For this video, I'm going to be doing the note sheet along with you so you understand the order in which we're going to be going through the note sheet. Make sure that right now on your iPad you're on split screen mode and that you have the note sheet up on half and this video up on the other half. Remember, if at any time you're falling behind with your typing or with your writing during this video, pause the video and finish before pressing play again. We're going to start up with a warm-up. So identify the location of the point on the number line. So first of all, let's do D. I want to find the location of that point, so I'm going to identify first where that point is. Well, D is right here. Its location on the number line is between 5 and 6. So we're going to call that location 5.5. And when I write that, I'm going to zoom in and write 5.5 so it's neater. You could always also insert a text box and type 5.5 in. Now I'm going to scan for E. Let's see, E is right here. What's the location of E? Well, that's -6. I'm going to zoom in and write -6. I'm going to leave you to find the location of F on your own. Well, the location of F is between -1 and -2, so that's about right here, about halfway between it, so I'm going to say that's at -1.5. Now let's move on to our essential question of the day. How can you use a number line to compare numbers? That's what we're going to do today. Now, if you remember back to the subject of our video, we're really talking about integers. So let's review what integers are. Those are going to be positive whole numbers, negative whole numbers, and 0. And when we talk about these positive and negative whole numbers, that means no fractions or decimals. We're just talking about numbers like, for example, -3, 5, 9, 100, -75. Those would be integers, but no fractions and decimals. The next thing I want to talk about is what does it mean to compare numbers? When we compare numbers, we're really trying to find out if one number is greater than the other or less than the other. That's what it means to compare. Now I want you to insert a text box and just hypothesize how you can answer this question. Do you have any background knowledge that relates to this question? Okay, 7th graders, next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to practice comparing numbers and figuring out how we do this. So the first step for when we compare two numbers, we're going to compare 2 and -6, is I'm going to plot both of those numbers on the number line. So here is 2. I'm going to zoom in, make a nice circle to plot it on the number line. And I'm going to find -6. It's right here. And zoom in and plot it on the number line. Now that they're on the number line, I am going to compare the two. So I'm going to go down, and I have this little idea right here. On a horizontal number line, numbers to the left are blank than numbers to the right. So numbers to the left over here, they are less than numbers to the right. I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to write less. It's very important that you zoom in so you have neat handwriting. You could also insert a text box right here and move it so it's right on the blank and type in less. On the other hand, numbers to the right are blank than numbers to the left. They are greater than. So let's see. 2 is what? The -6. Well, 2 is to the right of -6, so it is greater than. Now we can also compare numbers using a vertical number line. So when you have just a problem like this where it says compare two numbers, you can pick if you use a vertical number line or a horizontal number line. Sometimes when we do story problems though, it's going to make more sense to use one kind of number line over the other. So first, just like the horizontal number line, I'm going to plot -5. That's right here. I'm going to plot -3. That's right here. Well, let's read our little code right here. On a vertical number line, numbers below are what the numbers above. Numbers below are less than. And numbers above are blank, the numbers below, they are greater than. So let's look at this. -5 is below -3, meaning -5 is less than -3. Now I'm going to start this one off for you, and then I'm going to have you finish it by yourself. So let's see, I'm going to plot -8. Well, -8 is right here. I'm going to plot -7. -7's right here. I'm going to notice that -8 is to the left of -7. What does that mean? Is that greater than or less than? Well, -8 being to the left means it's less than. So -8 is less than -7. We can also use this number line strategy to order numbers. So, example 3, I'm going to order the set of numbers from least to greatest. So essentially, I'm going to compare them. I'm going to find the least number, and that's going to be my first number, and I'm going to put it in order from the least number to the greatest number. So first, I'm just going to start by plotting each of these points. So first, where's -4? That's right here. Where is 3? That's right here. Where is 0? That's right here. Where is -1? That's right here. Where is -2? That's right here. Well, I'm doing least to greatest, meaning that my least number is going to be my leftmost number, and my greatest number is going to be my rightmost number. So I'm going to order it from left to right. So my leftmost number is here at -4, and I'm going to list it going from left all the way to right. My rightmost number is 3 right here. So my answer, I'm going to zoom in to write it so I have neater handwriting, is -4, -2, -1, 0, 3. Now what if I asked you to order these numbers from greatest to least? How would you order them? I'm going to let you give your guess in a short answer. Well, my greatest number is going to be my rightmost number, and my least number is going to be my leftmost number. So I'm going to put them in order on the number line and write them from right to left, and that would be my answer. So for this one, it would be 3, 0, -1, -2, -4. Now let's try a story problem. The diagram shows the coldest recorded temperature for several cities in Virginia. Which city has the coldest temperature? First of all, what is my problem? Well, that is which city has the coldest recorded temperature. Now the operation. There's no operation in this one. I have a list of numbers and I want to find which one's the coldest. To do this, I'm going to have to compare those numbers. Now, what is my key information? Well, first of all, every single number I have, so the city and the coldest temperature that corresponds with it, that's all key information. So I'm going to box all of these right here. These are all important. And also knowing that I'm looking for the coldest temperature of them. That is also important, and that's going to help us figure out which one is our answer. Next, I'm going to plot and label each of these temperatures on my number line. So if you notice, I gave you a vertical number line. That makes sense with this problem because we're talking about temperatures, and we use a vertical number line because a thermometer is a vertical number line. So first let's plot Roanoke. That's at -11. I'm going to scroll here. Now if you notice the number line kind of cut off a number, it goes by 2, so here is -8, here would be -9, here's -10, here's -11, here's -12. Well, Roanoke is -11. I'm going to plot that right here. I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to write Roanoke. I can also abbreviate it if I want. Next, let's plot Lynchburg at -10. Well, here's -10. Put a dot. Right, Lynchburg. I'm going to abbreviate it just to save time. Let's do Richmond. That's at -12. I'm going to find -12. That's right here. I'm going to label it with Richmond. It's very important that we label these so then when we look to find the coldest temperature, we know which city it belongs to. Let's do Norfolk. That's at -3. Well, -3 is between -2 and -4. And what city was that? Norfolk. And lastly, Wallops Island is at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right here. Now, what does it mean to be the coldest? Well, if you think on a thermometer, the warmer temperatures are the higher ones on the thermometer, and they're the greater numbers. The colder temperatures are the lower ones on the thermometer, and the least numbers, or the less numbers. So my least number on my number line is going to be the one that is the farthest below. And that would be right here, Richmond at -12 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's time to write my real answer. I'm going to insert a text box to do that so it's all nice and neat. And let's see, when I do this, I'm also going to make my text a little bit smaller so it's not too big. So, Richmond has the coldest recorded temperature at -12, and then degrees Fahrenheit. To write degrees Fahrenheit, I'm not going to be able to see that on my keyboard, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll in and I'm just going to add it. Degrees Fahrenheit. And that is my final real answer. I want you to work on B on your own, and we're going to talk about it on Wednesday when we discuss our notes as a class. Remember that to screenshot these notes and insert them into your digital notebook. Thank you.